Welcome to the second part of managing your mortgage. The main cost of home ownership includes paying in full the interest you owe to the lender and paying off the principal balance. For many homeowners, especially those with fixed mortgage rates, their monthly mortgage payments include repayment of principal and interest. But for those with loans other than a fixed rate product, payments at some point will include paying back both the principal and the interest or refinancing into a different loan. The principal is the amount you borrow from the lender to purchase the home, and typically the more you borrow, the higher your mortgage payment will be. Also included in the mortgage payment is the interest you're paying on the loan. In general, the higher the interest rate, the higher your mortgage payment will be. As discussed earlier, the type of mortgage you have may also impact your payment. So if you don't have a fixed rate mortgage, but instead have an adjustable rate mortgage or some combination of fixed and adjustable mortgage, your payment may vary, which means what you pay each month towards interest or principal may also vary. You may also have an escrow account set up by the lender. These payments are added to your monthly principal and interest and deposited into your escrow account. At various points throughout the year, the lender then uses these funds to pay your property taxes, mortgage insurance premiums such as fire and hazard insurance premiums. Having an escrow account allows the taxes and insurance premiums to be divided over a 1 year into smaller monthly payments, rather than requiring you to pay the full amount at one time. It's important to note that if your mortgage payments does not include the amount for taxes and insurance, you will need to plan and budget for those items on your own. What are some other costs of homeownership? Utilities, such as the gas, water, and electric. Municipal services, such as garbage removal. You may have some monthly assessments or home association dues. But we find the most costly are routine repairs. So let's take a closer look at what those may be. You will have a monthly utility bill. Routine maintenance or upkeep can include such items as roof and gutter cleaning and repairs, lawn care and fence maintenance, heating and air conditioning maintenance or repairs, hot water heater repairs or replacement. Given all these items, some homeowners even schedule an annual home inspection by a qualified home inspector to identify any potential problems with the home's structure to avoid costly surprises. In order to help protect your investment and maximize your home's value, it's good to keep it in the best shape possible through ongoing maintenance and improvements. But important to note in this discussion is to budget for these types of items and projects. Planning for them and setting aside some money each month can help you avoid unplanned expenses which could cause stress to your budget. Experts suggest setting aside 1 to 3% of your home's value for routine maintenance and periodic improvements each year. Now please note, this money is not included in your emergency fund. Generally speaking, an emergency fund should cover at least 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses, including the mortgage payments. But here we're just simply talking about budgeting for routine maintenance. To give you an idea how much money to set aside, let's look at this table. The median home income value for each major region in the United States is listed in the second column. The third and fourth columns show what 1% and 3% of each home's value is. First annually and then broken down into monthly payments. For example, if your home is in the South and is valued at about $165,000, you would aim to set aside between $138 a month to $413 a month in your budget to allow for routine maintenance costs. Another cost may include home improvements. You may have heard some contracting or remodeling nightmares from your friends, work paid for but not completed, or poor workmanship or shoddy materials being used. With careful research and planning, you can ensure your project is completed properly and at a fair price. So we recommend you get bids from several contractors and check the contractor's references, especially customers who have had similar projects completed. Ask whether or not the contractor finished the project on time and about day-to-day work habits. You may also wish to check with your state to ensure the contractor is indeed licensed, insured, and registered. Check with the Better Business Bureau or your state attorney general's office to see if any complaints have been filed against the contractor. Read your contract carefully and understand what you're signing. When in doubt, don't sign. Don't be pressured to sign if you have questions or doubt. Know how you will be paying and when the payment is due. Don't pay the entire amount until the project is completed. Be vigilant. Keep records of everything related to the project. Making improvements to your home can add value and make it easier to sell when you're ready. So let's recap what we've covered so far. The benefits of home ownership, the cost of home ownership. We reviewed the home buying process and the people involved in the process. And then we talked about maintaining your home to protect your investment. What if problems happen? Many people experience challenges over time when it comes to finances. Whether it's an unexpected expense or a payment you sent to the creditor that never arrived on time, causing it not to post by the due date. Sometimes, however, problems are so severe or are such a surprise that it may even mean not being able to make your monthly mortgage payment. Often, challenges making a mortgage payment are caused by one of the dreaded D's in Lynette's book, The Money Coach. They're described as either death, a disability, a disease or illness, a divorce or downsizing of a company, which results in a loss of a job or reduction in work hours. These unexpected life events and the expenses or loss of income they bring with them can and do sometimes lead to trouble for a homeowner. There are other issues that can also cause difficulty in making mortgage payments and can range from a mortgage loan type that is no longer consistent with your borrower's financial circumstances due to income shortfalls to growing household expenses. In some cases, higher mortgage payments when interest rates reset sometimes cause problems for borrowers. So note, if you are unsure what type of mortgage product you have, be sure to contact your lender and find out. You'll want to be sure you are aware when and if your payment may change and by how much. Assessing your situation. Sometimes you have to review your budget and your cash flow to know exactly how much you have coming in and the expenses you're paying. You may want to ask yourself, are there ways to increase my income? Or what are ways to decrease expenses? There is a nice little form to track your budget. Just go to yourmoneycounts.com. You'll see it at the end of the third session. And click on download by typing budget worksheet in the search bar. It's an excellent tool that you can use to track your budget.